Hi everybody, it's Tara, and I wanted to share a paper bag album that I created for a lady that I work with. She wanted me to make something for one of her friends who recently had a baby boy. So I used the Die Cuts with a View baby boy stack, and it's the newer baby boy stack. And let's see, I used chipboard covers, and I bound it with my Bind It All. And then I'm going to show you the charms here. Again, I used that hanger charm that I used in my previous paper bag album. Let's see if I can zoom in. And this time they come in an antique bronze color, but I alcohol inked it with silver. So let's see, I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so like I said, there's the hanger charm. And then I created just these little charms to go with it, the beads and the spacer beads. And this is a really cute baby carriage charm. And then this is just the pacifier. And then here's another little charm that I created with the crown. Again, baby carriage. This little charm here, beaded charm, and the pacifier. And then this is a little onesie, it says baby. And again here, just some beads and some spacers, bead caps, and then hung a little onesie charm off of that. Okay, so for the cover, what I did was this is one of the wooden frames from Michaels, the laser cut frames, and I painted it with this Martha Stewart pearlized paint it's called Gazing Ball. So I painted that, and I used probably about 2 or 3 coats to achieve that color. And then here I just added some Wild Orchid Crafts flowers. This flower was like a light blue, and I just painted it with the pearlized paint. And then I added a little charm here, the baby carriage charm. And then the baby I just punched out with a circle punch, but my punch was too big, so I kind of had to cut around it. And I did like a rough cut because I didn't really want it to look perfect. And then this, I just cut out the paper that says boy. And then this is one of the white shabby roses, and I colored that with the Gazing Ball pearlized paint as well. And what I did was I got a plastic bag, and I put a little bit of the paint in the plastic bag and a little bit of water and dropped the flower in and just kind of like mixed it around. And then when I took it out, it was a little bit lighter than I wanted it to be. So while it was still kind of damp, I took a paintbrush and brushed over the flower with a little more of the pearlized paint and just let it set and dry. And I really like the way that it came out. The color is perfect, so I'll probably be doing that with a lot of these little shabby roses. Okay, so then let's see if I can get a little closer. So then for the middle, I used a slider buckle and a flat back pearl. And here are some Wild Orchid Crafts flowers, the hip roses, and I think these are 10mm roses, or I could be wrong. And then this is just one of the little pacifiers that I just stuck right there. And then I made a little, stick pin. So I hope the camera's picking that up. And this is like a heart, so it's clear. I don't know if you can see it, but I really like the way that came out. And then I stuck some loose pearls in there as well. Okay, so I think that's it for the cover. And now the first page. The first page is pretty simple because she's gonna give me the pictures to put into the album, but I wanted to make the album first. I find that it's much easier for me to make the album first and then put the pictures in when I'm making an album for someone else, because I really don't know which pictures are important. So she'll be able to tell me which ones to highlight and which ones not to. So anyway, first page is just a cut from my spellbinders. And then here, let's see if I can zoom in just a bit. Okay, so then for this page here, this was one of the cutouts from the collection. It just says baby store, and I left it open so she can, or I can put like maybe a little photo or another little journaling tag in there. And then I just made some tags with the paper. And here's the first tag, and this was one of the cutouts, and I used I think it's Die Cuts with a View. It's like a pearlized paper. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's light blue and it's really pretty. So that's the first tag. And then this page here, kind of made it like Mariana's from Angel Wings 14100. And I did one of these in my last video as well. But so I used the Stampin' Up! Punch. This is again a cutout from the collection. This was a brad, and I just cut off the prongs to it and stuck it down there. And so it opens up this way. And I used one of the negatives from one of the cuts that I did, one of my Spellbinders cuts. And as you can see here, it has a magnet. So she can add a photo here and here. And then again, it opens this way. And I just used another cutout from the collection. And it says "Smile So Sweet," and I left it open. And so we can put a photo there as well. Okay, so this page, I used a Spellbinder, no, I'm sorry, this was the Tim Holtz Baroque die, and I layered it with the pearlized paper and the paper from the collection, and cut it in half and popped just the ends up on pop dots. At the bottom I just glued down, and so it gave me a really neat pocket here for this tag. And I just layered some flowers and added one of the baby onesie charms in the center. And again, this was just a cutout that said I was born on. And another tag. Okay, so here's the tag from the other side as well. And again, I used the negative for my tags from the Baroque die, and I thought that was really cute and resourceful because I hate throwing paper away. So I figured I could use those negatives. Okay, on this side I used the Spellbinders die and made a tag for this pocket here. And everything is distressed with the Tim Holtz Vintage Photo Distress ink. In the back here I just used a little Spellbinders die. This is also a pearlized paper in brown. Okay, so this here I just made a little flap with Stampin' Up! Tab punch, and again this is a brad that I cut the prongs off, and a little flower here. Another cutout from the collection. This is again held down with a magnet, so it just opens up that way. And then so she has an opportunity here for more photos. And that closes like that. And then this side, this is just a strip of paper from the collection. And then this is the Baroque die again. Another little cutout. This is actually held down with a magnet, so she can either swirl it up or just completely take it off. And the back has room for a photo. And then this is a little cutout, and it says "The Apple of My Eye." So I figured she can put maybe a small photo here, or maybe journal here if she chooses. Okay. This tag here, another little cutout, says "Mommy and Me." And this one I just kind of left it plain. I just added some of the extra paper from the collection. Okay, this page, this is probably one of my favorite pages. I layered some lace on the bottom of the paper, or on the bottom of the page. And I did a double layer. The first layer I did it with Mod Podge, and it kind of took away from the lace. And I'm not sure, it probably doesn't show because I tried to cover it up pretty good. So it kind of took away from the lace. It was more, I don't know, muted. So I put another piece of lace down, and I just added it with glossy accents. So I like the way that that came out with the double layer. And then I just added a string of blue flatback pearls. This is a cutout from the collection. This is again the Tim Holtz Baroque die that I just cut to give me that that nice edge. And this is held down with magnets. So it just opens up like this, and I hope I can show. Let's see here. I'm gonna pick the camera up for just a minute. So it opens up like this. And then also like that. And I just use my Martha Stewart punch for these edges. And there's a magnet here, and a magnet, there's a magnet here, I'm sorry, here. Now when I first did it, I just added a magnet here, and here just to the top. Oops. But I found that this back part was just flapping around, so I had to go ahead and add some magnets to the back to hold it down. Something on there. Okay. Alright, so I like the way this page came out. I thought it was really cute. And so for this page here, I used, this is the paper bag, but instead of having the flap bound here, I bound the open part of the paper bag here and left this part so I can have a nice little flap. So I used a Tim Holtz clip, so that just unclips there, and I added 2 little die cuts, spell binders, and I stamped this little image here, like the notepad, and I got that from Stamper's Best. So then she has room for a photo here and here, and this is one of the Making Memories what is it? Charmed plaques, and I've had these for a really long time, so I was glad to be able to use it. And again, a nice spot for a photo here, and I didn't really want to do much with this paper because it's really pretty and glossy and glittery, so I just left that as is. So let me, okay. Alright, so the next page, I did one of the little gatefold flaps. Added, you know, just some of the paper here. This is a Stampin' Up button, and I tied a piece of hemp twine and glued that down to the button. Oops. So then that's held with a magnet as well, and that just opens up there. And like that, and I just added a bunch of the tags here. Thought that was really cute, that little alligator. So here's some of the tags that she can journal on. I love this paper collection. I think Die Cuts with a View did a great job with this one. And I don't know if I mentioned, but that's held down with a magnet as well. Okay, so then this page here, I just cut this image out because I didn't want to cover it up, and I wasn't really sure, you know, how to display it. So I just made it into a pocket, and then created some tags here. And again, this is the brad, the hands and feet brads. And so I just created one of these things so she can have a space for 2 nice size photos. Here's one of the tags from the paper bag. Okay, so this page here, I just cut out a piece from the collection that says Heaven Sent and made 2 little tags for this pocket. And this one says Love, and I just added a strip of the flatback pearls. And then again, I just used my Spellbinders die to create this tag. So that's that. Now this page here was what I like to call a happy accident. I was attempting to cut out the Tim Holtz Baroque, used the Tim Holtz Baroque die, and I guess I didn't press it down far enough, so when I pulled it out, it left me with this little flap here. Can you see that? Where it didn't cut it out all the way. So I was like, well, I don't want to throw away the paper, and I thought it would be great to have a little flap. So it kind of worked out really nice. So that's why I say it's a happy accident. And we all have those, and I love when that happens. Excuse me. So this is just a cutout from the collection. It says Peekaboo, and I thought that was appropriate because the way that this page kind of works. So that is the end. I'll show you the back. That's the back. So that's my album. I hope she likes it. I hope you guys like it. So let me know what you think. And thanks again for watching. Bye.